The ending to Game of Thrones, let's be real, was absolutely awful. Most people can easily agree with that. And a couple of seasons before the ending were also an absolute unquestionable fall from grace. But who was more disappointed? We, the viewers, or maybe the actors? And I honestly think maybe it was the actors, because look at her face. She has that blank stare, and she's probably thinking, I just got deleted as a random act of violence for absolutely no reason. This is gonna be great.
Have you shot your final scenes yet? And are you happy with how things ended?
Very happy.
She didn't say yes. You didn't say yes.
Best season ever!
You can see it in their faces.
Without telling us anything, because I know you can't, are you all happy with the way with the outcome of the show? Personally, are you
the fray. It's a little bit Avengers Assemble. It's a little bit kind of like...
Well, that was totally what season 7 was all about, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Character development.
Lob it all
Story.
But it...
I really need to.
When your joke is character development, nah. While the whole Game of Thrones series was pretty much actually, if you think about it, it was great because of the character development. It's because you got to know the characters. But yeah, the last seasons, nah. Cheap thrills for the frills. Absolutely epic.
To shut up.
You're brave.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
But no, that's what
Joe's
it felt
not going
like.
to be in Star Wars.
No, but this
I couldn't let you go without asking you a little question about Game of Thrones.
Sure.
If you could describe the season finale of Game of Thrones in one word, how would you describe it?
Not great, probably.
Disappointing.
Oh, he just went there.
Disappointing.
He just actually went there. Wow. That takes some balls.
No, epic. I don't know.
Epic.
One of those ones.
It's
One
terrifying.
of those ones.
We're in a crypt. Nobody thought of that. He's bringing all the dead people back to life, and they put the women and children in a crypt with all the dead people. So, brah.
Yeah.
Tyrion is smart, but I guess not that smart.
But I hate to tell you that unfortunately Barristan is gone.
Were you gutted about that on a personal level?
I was gutted because, I mean, a number of you I'm sure have read the books and...
True, he went out in the most absolutely just non-epic way possible. Sure, he took on a bunch of people, but man, that was a cheap way to go. There was absolutely no glory. He took out a bunch of people who could be the equivalents to pickpockets, honestly. Sad.
I've read the books, and I had reason to expect, oh, I've got a journey here. In fact, if I'm honest, I thought, oh, I'm really looking forward to this season. I'm going to have more to do. I'm going to get my teeth into something I'm really looking forward to.
Did you have words? Did you say anything to them?
Well, I did ask and give an argument why I thought Barristan should stay. But at the end of the day, I mean, you know, Dan and David, you know, they'd worked out what they wanted to do.
You know, if you've planned your book that the butler did it, and then you read on the internet, someone has figured out that the butler did it, and you suddenly change in midstream, and it was the chambermaid who did it, then you screw up the whole book, because you get this foreshadowing early on, and you've got these little clues you planted, now they're dead ends, and you have to introduce other clues, and you're retconning. It's a mess.
We hope to kind of avoid the expected, and Jon Snow has always been the hero, the one who's been the savior, but it just didn't seem right.
Anyone seen the video where they count that episode, how many times actually those characters got yeeted and deleted? Man, every single character like died at least 5 times. That episode alone. It was absolutely glorious. The Dothraki just charging into a suicide attack, but there's no bomb this time. Oh boy, and then they're all magically alive even after the showrunner said, "This is the end of the Dothraki," and BAM! What do we get? The Dothraki at the final episodes. Oh, it's so good. It's just blissful.
Right to us for this moment.
How do you feel about the way that it ends?
Good, amazing.
There are no better writers in television than Dan Weiss and David Benioff. They ended it brilliantly, better than I could have imagined, and you people are in for it. You people
I'm honestly surprised it got rated so high anyway, because I think it's just a bunch of member berries and people just being, okay, I have literally spent half my life at this moment watching the show. I'm not gonna just call it bad, because then half my life is kind of worthless, you know? Oh boy, what did they do? And it was painful. But it is what it is, boys. It is what it is. Thankfully, it's over.